radio play for this week is entitled The Love Doctor. It is a dramatization based on a story, which will be found in the fascinating pages of next Sunday's issue of the American Weekly, the educational and entertaining magazine distributed with every Hearst Sunday newspaper from coast to coast.
Yes. What is it?
Are you the love doctor?
Oh, who sent you here?
A woman at the Elite Beauty Shop gave me this card.
Oh, yes, of course. Come in.
Thank you. My name is Irma.
That's all right. Come this way. In here.
Oh, it's awfully dark in here.
Your eyes will get used to the dark in a minute, dearie. Darkness brings rest. Darkness brings power. You'll find a chair over there.
Yes, I found it. Thanks.
What can I do for you, dearie?
I want you to help me. I want to get my boyfriend to propose to me.
Well, before I start our consultation, let me get in the proper mood. I'll just put this record on. Now, tell me about him. This boyfriend of yours.
Oh, he's just wonderful.
I'm sure he is. But that doesn't give me a very clear picture of him. Is he light, or dark, or short, or tall?
Oh, well, he's dark.
Oh.
And he's light, too.
Oh.
It's sort of a light dark, if you know what I mean. And when we stand beside each other, I come just to his chin.
Yes, I see. And he's never given you any hints about his plans for the future?
Oh, yes. He's going to be an engineer someday. He's studying for that in his spare time.
But I mean about your boyfriend's plans for the two of you. What's he said about them?
Oh, he's never said anything about that kind of plan.
Well, my magic ought to bring about the desired result. But to do this, we'll call for dark magic, which will be rather expensive.
Oh. Well, how expensive?
This demonstration of my powers will cost you $100.
$100?
In advance.
But I only have $20 with me.
Well, you can pay me the $20 now and the rest later.
All right. Here you are.
Oh, thanks. Now, here's the charm bag. Wear this around your neck.
Yes.
Never take it off, or your boyfriend will leave you forever. And here, in this box, is the magic powder. It's made of the ground-up bones of a dead man, saved as a lover. Drop a pinch of it on your boyfriend's shoulder when next you meet. It will have the result you seek.
Let's sit on the steps for a few minutes, Toby.
All right.
Gee, I had a grand time tonight.
I'm glad to hear it, Irma. I had a swell time myself. It was a pretty good picture they had at the Central tonight.
Pretty good. Why, it was wonderful. Dawn Delight and Romaine Randolph. Oh, what a pair of lovers.
Yeah, they aren't bad.
Aren't bad. I think they're wonderful. Didn't you think Dawn looked divine tonight in that white chiffon negligee?
Is that what you call that cheesecloth-looking stuff? That kind of got me.
Oh, gee, I think Romaine Randolph's got the grandest smile.
It's too pretty to suit me. I like a regular He-Man like Edward Robinson or Jimmy Cagney.
Oh, you would.
Well, it's getting rather late. That elevator train don't run very often at this hour.
Oh, don't be in a hurry. Listen. Toby, what does that remind you of?
A boat?
Crazy? Of course it reminds you of a boat. It's a boat whistle.
Well, you see, I was right.
Be serious, Toby.
Okay, I'm serious. But it's getting late, Irma. We'd better take it night. We'll be seeing another kind of dawn in a little while.
I know, but you don't have to remind me of it. Do you know what that trickle of hair just now made me think of?
No, what?
Foreign Rome. Ships laden with spices. Black and yellow people. Waving palms.
Yeah, and the 23rd Street Ferry to Jersey.
Well, yes, that's true. Oh, we did have fun riding back and forth across the river on nights like this, didn't we? When you didn't have a job?
Yeah, and it spent the time and it didn't cost much.
I thought it was wonderful, Toby. All the lights along the shore and the rippling reflection of the moon in the water as we'd stand there by the rail.
Yeah, and then we'd be there and have to march off and march back on for the return trip. Darn quick voyage, I'd call it.
That was the only sad part of it. It didn't last long enough. Toby,
What, Irma?
couldn't we take a real boat trip sometime?
Hey, what do you mean?
Oh, it wouldn't have to be an ocean trip, but couldn't we take a moonlight sail up the Hudson some night?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Say, look who's here, the milkman.
Good morning. Excuse me, folks.
Hey, look at the time. When the milkman says good morning, it's time I said good night.
Get up.
Oh, gee, Toby, I wish you didn't have to go.
Well, I got her, so that's that.
I know, but still and all, I wish you didn't have to.
Well, it's no use wishing. I got her. Say, what the heck is this grayish-white stuff on my shoulder? Looks like some guy rubbed a cigar against me.
Oh, don't touch it up, Toby.
Why not?
Let me do it for you.
Oh, all right. Sure.
There.
That's fine. Now, I gotta go. No kidding. Where's your key?
Oh, yes, my key. Where do you suppose it can be?
You lost it. Oh, this is a slow time to discover you haven't got your door key. You'll have to get your old man up to let you in. You probably have the neighbors doing it. Well, here goes.
Oh, no, Toby, wait. Father raised the chickens if we wake him up. He ought to be here in my purse. I could swear I put it in before I left tonight. The moon's lovely up there, isn't it, Toby?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Did you find the key yet?
It's shining right down on this doorway. Only you can't see it with the street light on.
Yeah. Give me the bag. Let me look in there for you.
No, I found it, Toby.
Oh, that's good. Come on, let's have it then.
All right, here it is. It was in my change pocket, all mixed up with my mad money.
Well, there you are, Em. Good night.
Thanks. And thanks again for a swell evening, Toby.
Oh, that's okay. Good night, Irma. See you tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Well, good night, Toby.
Irma, here comes my train. Good night, Irma.
Toby. And I did just like you told me, Doctor. I sprinkled the powder on his shoulder and it didn't do any good. Didn't even kiss me good night.
I know. Your boyfriend is stubborn. He's a hard case. Now you'll have to keep up the treatment so you'll lose him forever.
No, I couldn't bear it. I just couldn't bear to lose Toby.
We've been cheated. That last powder I sold you had been cut down.
Cut down?
They sold it to me for powdered bones, but it wasn't all the real stuff. They cut it down like they did whiskey and Prohibition.
Oh, then that's why it wouldn't work?
That's right, dearie. But you can get some extra special magic power made from the dust and bones of the dried blood of a murderer who killed himself.
Oh, how much will that cost?
Well, it's pretty hard to get even for us doctors. But I know where I can get you some for only $500.
$500?
And with it, I'll combine two mighty forces of magic. On the first Friday night, you and I will go to the great open spaces somewhere at midnight. We take the box of powder and scatter it to the winds of the four corners of the earth.
What? Throw a $500 box of powder into the air?
Of course, dearie. I'll perform magic rites that will surely get you married this time.
Doctor, you're sure he can make Toby propose to
With
me?
all the unearthly company under his command, nothing can resist the murderer's ghost.
Oh, if only I could marry Toby.
But you can, dearie, you can, for only $500.
Oh, how can I? I haven't got that much money.
Can't you beg or borrow
Doctor,
it?
I'll get that money somehow.
Hey, Irma.
Yes, Toby? Paul's office?
Oh, they sent me up with this check to be cashed for department expenses. Mr. Barr will be back in a minute, the girl said. She left on her lunch. I got to make a phone call. Stick around a minute and get the cash for me, will you?
Why, sure, Toby. How much is the check for?
100 smackers.
$100.
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute.
$100. Just a quirk of this pen and it'll look like 600. 100 for Toby. 500 for the doctor's powder. There. It's done. Toby, you're as good as mine. Oh, Mr. Barr.
Yes. Who were you expecting, Irma?
You, but not quite so soon.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, Toby Jenkins asked me to get this check cashed for you, Mr. Barr. It's departmental expenses, he said.
What's this? $600. Say, what are they running? A welfare society down there? Give me the shipping department. $600. I'll find out what it means.
No. Please, Mr. Barr, don't call him. It's my fault.
What's this? Never mind, shipping. It's all your fault, Irma. What do you mean?
It isn't Toby's fault. It's mine. I changed the amount on that check. It was made out for $100.
Irma, what are you saying? Do you know what this means?
Yes, I know, Mr. Barr. But I couldn't let Toby be blamed for something I did.
But why did you do it, Irma?
But Toby! Oh, Mr. Barr, I love him terribly. I've loved him for ages, but never proposed to him. So I went to the love doctor, and she said she could get him to propose if I'd pay her $500.
She could get him too? How?
By a magic powder. She'd make him propose by means of magic and the spirits. I needed $500, Mr. Barr, and it looked so easy just to change that 1 to a 6. I wouldn't have done it if it hadn't meant I could marry Toby. And now I'll never be able to.
Irma, I'm afraid you've been taken in by a faker.
No,
Now, you've got a good record with the company, and you bravely confessed to me without asking for clemency. Nobody knows about this but you and me. Suppose we don't let it go any further, eh?
Oh, Mr. Barr, you mean you aren't going to have me arrested?
No.
Oh,
I'll just ask for another check from shipping and say that this one got damaged in transit.
oh, Mr. Barr, how can I ever thank you?
By accepting my advice, Irma, I can tell you how you can get to marry Toby.
How?
Well, since he's so bashful about asking you, you ask him.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. A nice girl doesn't do that.
No, some of the nicest ones are doing it this year, Irma.
They are.
Certainly. And it doesn't take a love doctor to prescribe it. You see, Irma, this is leap year.
Today's radio drama was suggested by one of the many interesting stories appearing in next Sunday's issue of the American Weekly, the magazine distributed with all Hearst Sunday newspapers from coast to coast. This is Wentworth announcing, and turning the microphone over to your own announcer, who will tell you more about next Sunday's American Weekly.